the Egyptian king versus the Egyptian prince. And the Egyptian king reigned supreme as Mo Salah almost guaranteed Liverpool their Premier League title. Arsenal's attack in the Premier League was as blunt as a wooden spoon. And the person that deserves a wooden spoon is Ice Cold Palmer, as he watched his team score 4 goals and he did nothing. And the thing that's doing nothing is our strikers this week, because all of your strikers are either suspended, injured, or resting. My name is Tim from the FPL Diamond Dogs with Sid from the FPL Diamond Dogs. Let's start the show.
Okay.
So we back. So what you guys don't know is we filmed a whole segment, and it was beautiful. We're talking about Arsenal's resurgence. We're talking about how Liverpool was supposedly winning the league.
What do you? Wait. I said in December, Liverpool are winning the league. You said, nah, Arsenal. Then I said to you, good, watch the space because you're about to see what happens. Like we said in the last intro we filmed, where apparently my mic just decided to not pick up my voice for 7 minutes. But we're here now. So
I don't see a recollection of this. I think Sid's doing what he always does to us on the podcast, guys. He is gaslighting you guys again. What we saw against
wait.
What we saw is that we saw that Liverpool could get got at. Like, they needed an heroic performance, an epic Superman performance by Alisson just to stay in contention in that game. Like, there's still a leg too. So now in my mind, I'm like, there's a resurgence. You saw how Arsenal played against PSV. That's what Sid talking about. How Arsenal against PSV, that's the PSV that's the Arsenal that he knows. He's like, if we can do this from game week to game week, he was even asking us to do a favor for him this week. Like Sid was saying the most. So that's why I don't like this new Sid that's coming at you guys now.
Oh, wait, to relax yourself. I said to you last week before we played Forest, I said to you, what did I say to you? Do you even remember?
That was
2 weeks ago.
So
I said to you, Arsenal won't lose a single game for the rest of the season. I said that, and they've not lost a single game so far. I'm fine with that. I can say that this would happen with chest, but the way you're making me out to be is that I'm out here perpetuating stories. Yes, you, the Man United fan. The Man United fan that's sitting and watching his team do absolutely nothing right now. All they're doing is sitting in the change room going like, yo guys, who's going to put the goal? Who's going to put the goal? Who's going to put the ball back in the back of the net for us? Because we're creating chances, guys. We're creating the chances. But who's actually scoring? I know, one man. He's sitting at Real Betis. Anthony.
No. Nah, I don't know if you remember this, but it was like 2 weeks ago. You started this again, Sid. I'm going to tell you this again. I do not care. Anthony is never the answer to a question, if that is what you're looking for. In my team, Real Betis, man is firing. Cool. Fire away.
But then you tell me, why is it that whenever players leave you, they get better, but whenever players join you, they get worse? So no. Explain to me why this happens.
Okay, you see, this is you see, it's you people that don't know my team. It's you.
What do you mean, you people? I'll take your prime example, CR7. Your day one man left. Your man left and won Champions League trophies
Okay, now
upon trophies upon trophies. Came back for one season. Came back for one season. Didn't even finish one season. Hey, bro. What?
You see, now it's people like you that anger me. You see, because he was winning trophies at United. He won the Champions League.
Yeah,
was
and
there
then he left.
winning leagues.
And then
he left to win more Champions Leagues. That's fine. He never got worse.
Did you guys win a Champions League after him?
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
You haven't won a Champions League since he left your team, right?
No.
And you guys didn't win a Champions League after. Don't pretend like you can remember because
I'm just trying to. If I turn back time. No, we haven't.
You haven't.
But
Yeah.
No, we haven't. Yes, we haven't.
Okay.
So let's just dispel this rumor. So here's the issue, and I will say this: players don't get better. If you look at the players that left and got better, it's always like it's about 50-50 is what I'm saying.
It's not about 50-50. It's about 100-100. It's about 100.
So-
your boy shining light, the shining light of United. He's supposed to be your next CR7. Marcus Rashford. What's he doing in Villa now? He looks like a completely different player. He looks like a completely different player. He doesn't need to score a goal. He doesn't need to score. He doesn't even need to score.
There's been none of this. You see, there's been none of that. You see what I'm saying? There's this narrative that goes around. Sancho, we let him go. What has he done for Chelsea? Also, what has
He
he
scored
done?
goals. He scored goals for
Like
Chelsea.
two. Like two.
That's still two more than what he scored at United. So I don't know what you're arguing.
You see now I think I can tell you we have picked the wrong players. That's my issue.
What do you mean you picked the wrong player? Clearly you picked the players picked the wrong team because once they leave your team, they're vibing. They just go out there and score for fun.
You see now this vibing and scoring for you see how you see guys how Sid creates his own narrative in his head. He creates this own narrative in his head that I don't understand. I'm not saying that I can tell you we're not the problem, but we are not the problem. Why would we spend that money on Højlund? Like, you know, they said, it sounds like Haaland. Oh my God. Like, our issue is our identification of what we need in our team to succeed is the problem. That's the problem. Then they go to a team that's their level and they play competently.
So you're saying now that Villa is below your level.
No, they go to a team that's their level. I never said that's below our level.
But the way your narrative is sounding is like they're going to a team in a different league or a different place that is below United's level, i.e. why they can perform at a higher level.
You see it? Now you're putting words in my mouth. Those are all words I didn't say. So, you see, this is how it all begins, guys. This is how Sid and all of you other people perpetuate narratives that don't exist. All I'm going to say is now we've got our second new scouting person, player of recruitment. So now we just need to select the correct type of player for our team.
So who would be the correct type of player for your team?
Players that can actually do something. Let's start there. Like what does Højlund do? Like, if you tell me what Højlund does, does he hold up play? Is he good at bringing people into the game? Does he run in behind? Like, what is he a build-up? Is he a straight shooter? Is he like a Haaland in the box?
You can't really answer any of these questions because your midfield is trash, and they don't service him. They don't service him.
So now we can start there. You see, now we start there. Then I'm like, cool.
But then your midfield's trash because your defense is trash.
You see, okay, our defense is actually getting better because we sorted out our defense. It's like, to be honest,
put the two oldest men on
probably the biggest. Onana is probably our biggest problem in our team. Like, our defense, not like we've been leaking goals, like, we're dying. We just can't fucking score. That's our problem. Like, our defense, You know what I said? Like it's not
No,
like
but you guys fixed the defense.
bulldozing through us.
You
Yeah, I
guys,
mean, our defense is okay. It's
yeah,
okay.
you
But
guys fixed your defense by putting the two oldest men in the team as your central defenders. It's fine. Like
oh,
we
that was
could.
last year. Yeah, yeah.
No, but it's still
So,
this year as well. It's still
yeah,
you
yeah.
still have
But
old
so
men.
all I'm saying is our defense is okay. Like that's my thing. My issue is there's a reason why the only midfielder that survived in like the 5 seasons that we've lived is Bruno. And then what do we ask Bruno to do? Oh, just play every position. Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm like that's just poor. I don't know what that is, but that's poor. Whatever. We're like, yeah, cool. Just play every position, and do that, and we'll see how it happens. So there's a lot of problems here, but I don't like how you're saying people flourish when they're not with us.
Ah, but
They're
they
not
do flourish.
flourishing.
They do
They,
flourish.
they're just maybe
The
doing
facts are the
slightly
facts.
better than
Listen,
what
listen,
they're
listen.
doing at Man United.
It's the
That's
same.
what I'm saying.
It's the same thing when we look at your FPL team. When they leave you, they flourish. It must be a United curse or something because when they leave you, they flourish. But when they're in your team, yo, bro, it's slim pickings. It's
And
slim
that's so true,
pickings.
but the way I sold Rodgers and I just saw him firing, I'm like,
Mateta
like
firing. Yeah,
and it's so sad, bro, because I remember selling Rodgers so I can get Cunha, just so Cunha can commit blasphemy in my team like this. Like I remember, like so when I buy players, they become the bro. Actually, I am Man United. When I buy the player, they become a because Cunha was vibing before you came into my team. That and then Rogers was sucking when you was in my team. I saw Rogers. I'm back. I buy Cunha. Cunha's like, you know what, coach? I want to go to I want to go to Cancun for 2 weeks. So let's go.
you see what I mean, bro. It's just a United thing, I think.
Okay, let's then start with FPL so we can help these people figure out their conundrums in life. So we start every game week by deciding who decides to tell their team about who got the lowest amount of points this game week. So it's going to be a sad situation, but we're back, guys. We're back to regular programming. Life is good in the world. So then Sid's comeback is on. That is the title of this episode. Sid's comeback is on.
Why? It's
So-
you beat me this game week.
No.
Yeah. You beat me this game week, bro.
You have double Arsenal defense, but I actually never checked. But I knew that you vibed this game. Right? Let's confirm. Now where are you, Sid? Actually, where are you?
I'm
Why
like,
you beat me?
no, I didn't
Yeah,
beat
you
you.
beat
You
me.
beat me this week.
No, I had a terrible game week, Sid. You never saw my game week, my guy. I was struggling out there. So since Sid successfully beat me, yeah, look at his face. Yeah. This game week wasn't it for me. It wasn't it. They always have this saying called "never fly too close to the sun," and yo, Tim's was firing, bro. I was living on cloud 9. I was like 95K in the world. I'm like everything I do touches to gold. I'm like, let's go. Then you know what? This game week came and humbled me, fam. This game week, I thought it was April Fool's at how much my team was playing like fools. So this was an abysmal game week where I got 42 points this game week, and the average is 53. So basically, it was rough. I nearly dropped 100K in rank. I dropped like 70K in rank. Still in the top 200, where, that's where we were going. That's where our original goal was in December. So we are still flourishing. But obviously, since I started doing well, I'm like, hey, now, 100K, let's go. So we're still gonna be on our journey to there. We still have our triple captain, bench boost, wild card. Like life can still happen, but I got 42 points this game week. Cells got me 6 points, so it's fine. Muniz has probably been one of my favorite players to earn this game week. 4 points. Agnori, for some strange reason, I started ahead of Gabriel. Don't ask me why. Got me 1 point. Just don't ask me why. I would love to tell you. Even me, I would love to tell you why I did that. But you see, got too happy. I'm like, you know what? Maybe everything I think about touches. Nope. Back to logical tips. I just need back to logical tips. You know, carry on the ascension. Trent got me 6. Embuemo 5. Now, this is also a contentious decision where I'm like, yeah, again, stupidity. Every one of my red arrows for probably the past 18 game weeks has been the game week where I don't captain Salah. And I've done that at least 3 times. And every time I pick the same fool. Cole, God damn Palmer. And every time I have done it, what happens? Red arrow, car, red arrow, haha, red arrow. So I picked Palmer as my captain. He got 6. Salah got 6, not being my captain. Matoma, my great 1 week punt, worked for 1 week, but it's looking like it was only a 1 week thing. Got me 2 points. Um, Dango got me 2, Wood 2, Cunha 2, but then Isaac decided not to play for Newcastle, just being like, yeah, Carabao Cap's where it's at. So, because he's not flagged anything. So he got subbed in, and Gabriel got 7 on my bench. So Pickford got 2, nothing special. Terrible game week. Um, Cunha's now got a suspension. I don't know what they're doing with Isaac. So life is lifing for me. I have no idea. I have no idea what to do. But guys, we are gonna just play it safe and secure again as we drive for 1,000, 100,000.
100,000. Okay,
No times.
cool.
Yeah, 100,000. Yeah,
Well
I'm
done, man.
162 now. I'm 162 now. I dropped from 95, but drive to 1,000.
I back you.
Yeah.
I got 52 points, just 1 point below the average. Raya with 6 points, Gabriel with 7, Trent with 6, Minaz with 4, Mikalenko with 6. Almost a clean sweep for clean sheets. Like it was close to being a clean sweep for clean sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Salah, yeah, 6 points. I should have captained him, but I just, guys, I won't lie. That whole game week was just more me, like, smoking hopium to see if Liverpool would bottle this title challenge, and they didn't. Arsenal
Yeah.
did, but they didn't, and
Yeah.
that's why Liverpool are winning it. Wanieri with 3, Mbuemo with 5, Palmer with 6, he was my captain, Wood with 2, Raul with 1, and then everybody else just didn't play.
Yeah.
So we out here, like I have to bench boost at some point, and I don't have a
Hey, man,
bench.
it's rough at you. Hey, man. Like, and the sad part was the reason why I did all my transfers was like, yeah, I'm gonna bench boost also, like sometime this game week. Because it doesn't look like, especially with all the teams going out of the FA Cup, like it doesn't look like there's gonna be like a big game week 2 bench boost. So it definitely looks like, hey, we are bench boosting on a single game week, but my bench is just not benching like it should. My bench is not benching. Like I think I was gonna use it this game week. I was gonna use my bench boost this game week, and in my original plan 5 game weeks ago, and now no, no. So I'll probably be. I don't know when I'm gonna bench boost, but I will find a week to do it.
I'll be honest,
Maybe
I'm
should have
probably
been.
bench boosting the last week of the season, the last game week of the season.
Yeah, I have absolutely like. I don't think that I'm honestly not thinking that far ahead now. Where I'm like, the only plan that I do have is that I'm rolling my transfer, and I'm gonna make decisions on game week 29, and I'm probably gonna wild card in 31.
Okay,
Those are
fair.
my only things that I know I am doing. After that, only the Lord knows what my team's going to be. But once I have more information, we will then discuss all the chip strategies and what to do with your life. But
All I'm
that's all
hope,
I know.
all I'm hoping is when Yeri does something this week, because
It's against Man United, so like we've made teams look but we made Ipswich look like they can
yeah,
attack.
but then you
We've
also
made
knocked us out of the FA Cup, so it is what it is.
on penalties. Like let's not
It should have never
let's not
gotten
like
to
oh
penalties.
no,
It should
let's
have
not
never gotten
pretend
to
like oh my
penalties.
god
It should have
we
never.
played so well.
It should have never gotten to penalties. If we can go slap PSV 7-1, it should have never gotten to penalties. It should have never ever gotten there. You guys should have seen. You guys should have seen like a. You guys should have seen 16-1. To be honest, just for fun.
We both have the FA Cup now, so
Yeah,
like that. So we didn't. So it had no benefit to us, like at all, at all.
Anyways,
all right.
anyways, United and Arsenal have won the FA Cup more times than anybody else. So
Yeah, we have to share it. We have to share the wealth.
Let them have their
let's
FA
share.
Cup. You know.
Let's bring back the spirit of the FA Cup. As long as City doesn't win, like let's give like a full ham. Let's give like a full ham. Hey, Bournemouth have been playing really well. Aston Villa. Unai Emery. You know what I'm saying? Unai is a cup king, actually. Like, let's give the cup specialist a chance to win cups. Like, let's do that for people, bro. And as Amaron said, which I'm still like, hey, okay, this guy is saying this. I love him. He's saying a lot of nonsense, but like Tips is a fan of nonsense. He's like, you know what we're trying to accomplish is bigger than any cup. I'm like, you see, this man is trying to create a dynasty, and I'm like, he sounds like a fool now, which he really does because we look appalling, but he sounds like a fool now. But I will say what it is. It is the 6th of March. I'm going to say on the 6th of March, book it next year. Is Amaron really a fool?
Xerxes just scored, by the way.
Did he score?
Xerxes just scored, by the way.
My boy. Because I actually realized, even though, like you said, he doesn't want to win Europe because he's bigger than this, like Man United not winning the Europa League is like 100 million pounds, sorry, not rand, 100 million pound mistake of that's how much money we're going to lose because we're not even going to make any European competitions. Like we can't qualify from the FA Cup like we did last time. So the only way we can make European football again is by winning this tournament, which is then going to give us like an extra 100 million pounds in money. So we kind of need it. So I don't even care about FPL in terms of Man United. For you guys, I care about FPL. But hey, yeah, he did score. The go back and natural. Let's do our favorite segment so we can help the people with FPL. So our favorite segment of Call Up, Trust, Believe, and Strike 3, you're out. So Call Up is exactly what it is. Where you know what? You're seeing somebody on Instagram, you're like, you know what, let me just first do the first thing of just like 2 photos, just like the 2 new photos because I'm like, I just want you to know that I see you. So then I'm just saying that I see you as a player. Trust is after those 2 likes, I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually just going to slide into that DM because I trust that you see me and I see you. Believe is when you see the red button, the red bubble, and you're like, all right, cool. I believe that she is going to reply. Strike 3, you're out, is where she blocks your account. So nothing's going to happen anymore. So, Sid, who do you decide to call up for this game week? Not just for your team, but also for general fantasy managers. Let's do that as well. Because we're both actually rolling, but let's just do it for the people that are trying to chase points.
So I'd say to chase points will be Nkunku or Ethan Nwaneri.
Okay.
I think the Nwaneri is a very good shot, very cheap if you're looking for a replacement for Ahmad. If you still need a replacement for Ahmad, you need a cheap replacement. I'd say Nwaneri is a really good shot. Because for the amount of money, wait, what is Wanyeri worth right now? Wanyeri
Probably like
is
5.2 now.
4.6.
Oh wow.
4.6 million, and he's only got
You
4
start
point. He's only got 4.2% ownership, and he's guaranteed to start at least the next 2 to 3 games, and if not more,
because
because Saka will be. If the reports are right that Saka is going to be returning after international break, I don't see Saka starting straight away and playing full 90 minutes. He'd probably play like 10, 20 minutes here. So Wanyeri right now is a starter. He looks dangerous. Looks like he'll assist. He looks like he'll score. I'd say Wanyeri is probably, and especially at that price point, 4.6 million. That's a bench player that you can afford to have.
oh yeah, yeah. No, no. So for both of your signings, I fully agree. Where how we used Rodgers before as like your fifth midfielder that's super cheap. I think that that could be Ethan Manieri's place. And then with the Nkunku thing, which is why I was getting blasphemous at your thing before, was Tips actually on board with this. Like start of the season, you knew I wasn't there, but I'm like they've now found Nkunku's position, which is like he's playing down the left, where Sancho used to play because everyone's now realizing Sancho ain't him. But then he's now not playing through the middle; he's playing down the left. So now he's actually like contributing towards the fixtures. Um, he also plays in game week 29, and also he is at least half cheaper than Palmer. So if you wanted to do the swap of Palmer to him, and then you can try to bring back our boy
Wait,
Erling Haaland
wait.
with
I would hold off on subbing Palmer out.
oh yeah,
I
no,
would.
no, I'm
I
just saying.
so if the idea of going for Palmer to Nkunku, I don't agree with. But if you're gonna go for like if you're gonna change out like a cheap, I don't know, like because you definitely want Salah, but you know Salah's not playing in 29. You definitely want Isaac, and you know Isaac's not playing in 29. You definitely want. I don't know if you definitely want Trent, but you know, and Palmer is playing in 29, so I wouldn't burn the transfer for Palmer to
Oh
Nkunku.
yeah, no, no.
I would burn probably trying to sub out somebody else that you know will be playing essentially during that period of time. So
Right. Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, when I explain, yeah, but so then my call ups are because like our strikers, like I said, they're strikers that aren't striking. So like I'm rolling right now. So but people need strikers. Some people have Cunha, Arteta, and Isaac type of situation. So
they have
it's
Arteta.
quite. I mean, not
They
Arteta,
have
my Arteta.
Arteta. They have
I meant
Arteta.
to say my.
Oh, yo, we're
I meant
going
my
back
Arteta.
in the day,
You know
eh?
what? They have Mateta, Acuna, and Isaac. Some people have that as a strike force. So all three don't look like they're gonna play because I think Isaac has got a niggle and they're not even gonna try rest. They're not gonna try put a hex on him and they're gonna save him for the weekend fixture in the Carabao Cup. So some striker options that you can look for. It depends on your sufficient funds because obviously Holland is a great sign, but you're gonna have to find funds for that, and you'll probably need two or three transfers to do it without taking a minus. And Holland isn't worth the minus because it's not like he's banging in hat tricks like he did used to. He is getting a lot more goal returns now, and he's not blanking. But yeah, he's not worth getting minuses over unless you think that he's the best captaincy option for that week, which for this week is a no-no. So the three striker options that I would advise, if you really believe in Wolves, Stred Larson, because now he's going to be starting now that Cunha is out for the next 3 game weeks. He's probably going to be on penalties. He is, I think, yeah, he's a lot cheaper than I think he's like 5.6 or something. So he's a lot cheaper than Cunha. Um, Beto from Everton, where for some reason David Moyes has found what Sean Dyche couldn't find a striker that can score. I'm like, it is never Calvert Lewin. I don't know what I was thinking at the start of the season, but Beto is the man for you. And then Sid and I's favorite old man, Vissa. Where I'm like, the only reason why I'm not a fan of Vissa is he's probably the only one not on penalties. And Brentford's fixtures aren't as strong as Wolves and Everton. But those are three very cheap strikers if you're because both Mateta and Isaac aren't playing in game week 29, so you might wanna do a quick hop along to one
So
of those
I just want
players.
to add one more striker option, Raul Jimenez.
Yeah, that's also another. Yeah, because Fulham are Fulhaming, bro.
Yeah.
Fulham are looking good. I just don't like how him and Munez share minutes. But yeah, I also that is a very good striker option. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go back to João Pedro, but I know what pain he's brought me in my life. So,
Hey, bro, if you want a striker from Brighton, you might want to go back to Welbeck.
hey, man, I had those good old days, man, where Welbeck was this. Like, that's what everyone thought Wood was going to be. If I'm being honest, I know I've been a Wood advocate, but I can tell you, I never thought Wood would do this. Okay? Like, I can tell you, I just bought Wood for. I was always gonna sell him, but I just bought him for the start of the season. But I can tell you, when you just meet somebody, I'm like, this is gonna be for fun. But you fall in love. I'm like, I'm back in love.
I also want to say for Game Week 29, Wood could be a possible captaincy option. Eh?
Oh, he is against Ipswich. That is
Yeah.
110%. That is that's why I'm not gonna like try and shoehorn Holland into my team
Yeah.
because a lot of people are gonna being like, oh my god, I have to. No, 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 no. I'm like, nah. I actually think I'm probably gonna go. I'm going for Wood as my captaincy option, and I'm just gonna make sure I get 11 players out. If I can get Harland, I can get Harland. If not, I'll be strong with my life. I'll be, I'll be, I'll be strong. So who are you choosing to trust? Eh?
Ethan Wanyeri.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm choosing to trust him for my team is because I need him. I need him to do something to help me. But in general, I think we trustwise in the general scheme of things, I think trustwise needs to go to I think actually Chris Wood this week
Oh yeah.
because they're playing Man City, which is a difficult fixture. But I think Chris Wood has a better chance of scoring this week than Haaland, to be honest.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, if you look at City, like, oh, they've been conceding. Like, so, and this is a perfect sort of game for Wood where I'm like, Edison couldn't save anything, right? So you know that he's gonna get a chance. Like Wood has been getting a chance every game week.
Yeah,
So City's defense is still not good. Their new young defender that they bought, like, hey, Wood can bully that man till the cows come home. Stones is still out. Like Nathan Aki also has just got surgery. Like they've got problems defending. Wood will always get a chance. Wood has the best conversion rate from chances, from shots on target to goals. So definitely Wood is the man, yeah, to be trusted this game week.
yeah.
Where I have when we go to our captaincy debate, like, ooh, Tim's gonna come with a sneaky, even though he hasn't listened to himself from earlier in the episode, but a sneaky suspicion about who to captain this game week. But believe, and this is your last time because I'm done now. I'm
No,
tired.
no, no, no. Please don't say his name. Don't say his
I'm
name. Choose a
tired.
different player. No, choose a different player. Because the moment you say believe in this player, he does absolutely nothing. So let's go for
Real
a different
Sociedad
approach.
just scored. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Real
the Real
Sociedad
Sociedad
just
just
scored.
scored.
Useless. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go for a different player. Since
Go for a
Sid
different
has
player, please.
so here's my thing. So Aston Villa haven't won a game since they've never won a game after a UEFA Champions League fixture in the league. So when they play Champions League, their next Premier League fixture, They have never won a game. So they don't have the squad to be squadding to play both things, which is fine. That's for a squad of their development is fine. So Brian and Buemo, it's your time. You're at home. You are there at the Hollywood Bet Stadium. I see you. Are you vibing there, Pam? So now, Brian, you and Buemo at home. Aston Villa played a very good game in the Champions League, possibly going to go through to the quarterfinals. But Brian and Buemo for the league, it's time for you to rise because Tibbs believes in you.
Ugarte just scored.
Hey, brother.
Ugarte just scored, bro.
Yo, bro. I turned off because I had it on in the beginning, but then the light was reflecting on me very badly. So then I turned it off. Yo, the way I'd be celebrating. Actually, let me turn it back on. What am I doing? Then we guys can get live reactions. All right, cool.
Okay.
No, it got cancelled out.
Oh, did it get cancelled?
He was offside
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
I'm just getting notifications. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, no, yeah, VAR rolled it out. Screw VAR. But the game is end to end. But yes, believe in Buemo. Me and you against the world.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna believe in Munoz for this week game week.
Oh, no, he's the guy.
That's my belief for this week. I don't really
Yeah.
need to explain that further. I mean,
No, no, like I think okay, we've been going through a lot of like
actually, no,
defenders,
I
like,
want
let's
to
see.
change. I want to change my belief. I want to believe in Trent. I want to believe in Trent against Southampton this week.
Oh yeah, no, Southampton. Oh, yeah. Here's my thing, right? Now, okay, we'll talk about it when we get to captaincy. Now, we'll talk about it when we get to captaincy.
Okay.
Yeah. So with my
Just
strike
before,
three,
just before we get to
yeah.
captaincy, I miss the days of Kieran Trippier and him being a captaincy option.
You see, like, like this season just hasn't been the one for goalkeepers or defenders. Like the defenders that we've trusted has been like Anthony Robinson, like Munez, like like they haven't been the O's. Like when Guardiola was out here just popping up in the box and getting clean sheets. Like when where where are those people? You know what I said of where like those are the days that I miss. Like Gabriel had his moments where he was out there for a couple of game weeks. But then Arsenal also keeping clean sheets, and then they kept a clean sheet this game. And I miss those fun days. Like when defenders actually mattered in the team. But
Yeah, I back you.
yeah, so
I
Jim,
miss them too. I miss the days when defenders defended and also attacked and also you could use them as a captaincy option. But
exactly, and now we don't even have any strikers. So like life now is rough,
yeah.
right?
I mean, there is another option if you really want, which is Mikel Merino as a striker option. As
Yeah,
in
but
the
he plays
midfield.
midfield. Yeah,
But
but he's a midfield.
that's what I'm saying. You get the midfield. If you're looking to get rid of Palmer, that might be a good chance.
I'm not getting rid of him. He's playing Leicester, bruh. Like even though I saw, like you can't watch them. You can't watch them. You can't watch them score another slew of goals and do nothing. Like I know he's not that old. Like as much as I don't trust him, he's not that old. And I think I should keep quiet because I clearly keep jinxing these players. So I'm gonna keep quiet. My strike three, you're out. Um, it just depends on your team. But I'd definitely just say I'd say Mateta. I'd say Mateta and Cunha, just because they both aren't gonna probably come back at earliest until game week 30.
Yeah.
And by game week 30 it's gonna be April.
Yeah.
So by game week 30 it's gonna be April. So I just don't think that like there are players that should be that yeah, I just don't think that the players that are cheaper strikers doing the job that they'll do a better job because they're going to get you 0 points. These players will at least get two. So there are players out there that will do that. So my strike three out were definitely not set that.
Cunha, obviously, and like thing is because I have so much value in Isaac, I don't want to sell him because I know I'm gonna want him back for his double in 2032. So those are the two players that I will say are definitely strike three. You're out. Where Palmer just has to stay off execution because these O's are out. He might just be watching, but at least he's at the game. So
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah, my strike theory you out would literally just be dependent on injuries and how your team's looking. So if you, like you said, Mateta, Cunha, Ahmad, it just depends on how you like. If like realistically this week, I'm very anti taking someone out unless your team unless you physically cannot field 11 people this week because of like 3 or 4 injuries your team has, then then strike three you're out. Like I think the template for this would be get rid of the person that's not playing in 29 if barring Isaac and Salah.
yeah,
But if it's another player that's not playing in 29, then swap him out for a player that's playing in 29, dead end that team till 30 or 31, and then wild card to get to your
yeah,
perfect team.
yeah, and that,
I just right now I would just say strike three out is a very hard thing to do when you know in 29 it's such a big blank game week that especially the teams that would be scoring or the teams that would be doing or players from teams that would do really well are not playing are predominantly the ones that are not playing.
yeah, and like Rogers isn't gonna play, but even though he's fit, like if you have an idea of someone to bring in, like then bring him in because he's not gonna play game week 29.
Yeah,
But you have to prioritize getting rid of players that aren't gonna be there in game week 29. Even if a player is out of form, he's gonna be there. So there's no need to taking minuses and to get rid of players. So now we have to go because we're gonna get to it eventually, but we're going to our hindsight is foresight. So we can truly decide how this game is gonna go sit. Because I am extremely interested to see how you are going to call the FPL Diamond Dog Derby of Manchester United versus Arsenal. I'm excited to see how you because these past few game weeks you come home, you're gonna lose, you're gonna draw. So I want to see how much you're willing to lie to the good people this game week. But we're gonna get there. We'll get there. But our first game of the season of the game week is Newcastle. Not Newcastle, Nottingham Forest versus Man City. So the reason why I can't predict how the I just don't know.
I know. I can give you a reason as to how I know what I know is about to happen. Forest is probably the one of the best defenses in the league.
Yep.
City's has got one of the worst defenses in the league.
Yeah, at
Um,
least bottom.
in the bottom half, let's go bottom half of the
Yeah.
league in terms of defense. Um, one of the most informed strikers in the league, one of the best creating midfields in the league. City barely has a midfield. They have a Haaland, but Haaland can't do shit if he's not getting the ball again, which defenses are going to make a big difference. I say 2-1 to Forest.
Yeah, not like this is probably City's worst opponent. Now, at least one of the worst components that they could play with, and like they are just going to be extremely compact. City have proven very similar to Arsenal of they really struggle to break down teams that are very compact and don't give space in between the lines. So I can't see City scoring more than one goal, but I can definitely see them conceding a goal. So I'll just be safe and go 1-1. Let me go safe and say 1-1 because I think City are looking a little bit better. So I'll go safe and say 1-1
Okay.
draw.
I
1-1
said
draw.
I still say 2-1 to Forest.
2-1 to Forest.
Okay.
Okay, I can buy that. I can buy that.
Fulham.
versus Brighton. Now, Fulham are sneakily playing pretty well. Brighton and Fulham are two of the surprise packages lately, where both teams are playing really well lately. So I think that this is going to be, but I think Fulham are just have a better team. So I'll say that way. I think both teams are playing pretty well, but I think that there can be goals in this game. So I think it's going to be 3-2.
Okay. This is the game where I actually like legit think it's gonna be a draw. I think it'll be like a 2-2 draw.
Well, that's fair.
I think it's gonna
Yeah, I
be.
just think that Fulham have been great. Not just because they beat United, but I just
I mean,
think
everybody
in general,
beats United apparently. So
except for Arsenal in the FA Cup.
yeah, that's true. You can't get at me. You can't get at me. Like it is what it is. I'm like, yeah, that's a fact. Like how it's a fact that
Ipswich.
like how it's a fact that players leave you and get better. It's a fact. Liverpool, Southampton.
So then here's where my predictions get shaky with the boys. Where I think it's gonna be 1-0 to Liverpool. And I'm going-
Nah.
There we go.
I'm gonna say Liverpool 3-0. Easy game.
And let me explain why.
Okay.
Let me explain why. So we have stipulated earlier in this podcast how Newcastle are resting Isaac, right? Now Liverpool have an extremely important Champions League game during the week. And then after that, then they gotta go to Wembley. Whoop whoop. Hey, Wembley, we need to be there. They've just come off of a physical game and they were running. They weren't attacking. Liverpool had one shot on target that game and they won. So in my mind, with this gigantic lead that Slot has in the league versus a Southampton team that is arguably, but definitely in the top 3 worst teams to have ever graced the FPL pitch. Have ever graced the FPL and Premier League statuses. I think that this is a team and a time that there are going to be some possible rotations in the Liverpool team. And that is why I actually think that Salah might not start this game week. And that's why I think that Liverpool are going to only score 1 goal because anyone can defeat Southampton.
Are you done yet?
Yes, I'm done.
Are you sure?
But that's a good theory. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's a trash theory.
There's 2 cups in 2 weeks.
It's a trash theory.
You're telling me Salah's gonna play?
I don't know. You had the theory right up until a point. I won't lie to you. You had the theory right up until a point. There's a point where you are right, and then
Nunez is gonna start.
Yeah, and I think Nunez can score against Southampton. I'm sorry. I think Nunez can score a brace against Southampton. I think Harvey Elliott can score a goal against Southampton. I think
even against PSG.
Exactly. I think literally Liverpool are not realistically. I don't see Liverpool playing a full strength side. I see them playing basically a young team. Most of them are going to be academy projects. Again, their academy projects can beat a full strength Southampton. So I don't think it's going to be a 1 goal situation. It's going to be like a 3-0 situation. I just don't think Southampton don't know how to defend. Literally do not know how to defend a single goal, bruh. You give them I'm sorry, but there's just no ways Liverpool only scoring 1 goal in Southampton.
I said my piece.
And also to say on top of that, the way you think Salah is not playing in this game week, you are wild. You're wilding out right now. You're wilding out right now, and you better get on Nick Cannon's wilding out and start talking shit, because that's the place where you belong. Because the reality of the situation is Salah is living for this. The man is going for Ballon d'Or. The man is going to prove why he, as an African talisman, must win a Ballon d'Or. Like, hey, bro, Arsenal are not winning the league. They're not winning the Champions League. They're not winning shit. So now I'm going back to my continent, my home country, which is Africa. Not country, but my home continent, Africa. And Salah is carrying that flag, and he's behaving like Kanan at the beginning of the World Cup, and he's about to wave my flag. And I want to see a Ballon d'Or out of this man for the continent. So at the end of the day, man will play and score a goal before he leaves this field.
I said my piece of why I think Salah is gonna be rested for Southampton. If there's ever a game for the two most important games of your league, which is PSG and the Carabao Cup final. If I had to rest a guy against Southampton after playing in Paris, like, hey, bruh, France is far. I'm gonna pretend like it's far, but it's not. But hey, bruh, they were in France. I'm just saying, if Salah doesn't start, don't say you never heard it here. Is all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying is, waka waka, samia mia, it's time for Africa.
Alright, let's go for Crystal Palace versus Ipswich. So now it's the time for Sid's boy, Eddie Nketiah, to get on the phone call, guys. Because now that Mateta is not here, this man is still gonna be.
Do you know what the worst part is? Do you know what the worst part is? I think Ipswich win this game, bro. I don't even lie to you. If you're relying on Eddie Nketiah to score you a goal, that is the biggest daylight robbery I've seen anybody pull this year in the last 15 years. Is selling Eddie Nketiah with the promise of him scoring a goal. Arsenal made this man look good. Arsenal made this man look like an integral player, even though he only saw the field about 4 times a year. Arsenal, he pulled day-night robbery to get £40 million for this man.
Look at you.
And now you want to put him up against Ipswich. Eddie Nketiah belongs in the championship, bruh, with Ipswich, not Ipswich.
I wouldn't even lie to you. Like, if you had to give me Eddie Nketiah or Ipswich like Liam Delap, I'm picking Delap.
Delap is gonna score a goal, bruh.
I'm like, if I was Crystal Palace, I would do a swap, like, just a swap, right? Like, let's send you Nketiah, you send us the lab. We'll even throw in a couple mil just to, sweeten the deal, and then we can move on with our lives. But I just think that Glasner he's found his foot now. Like, Glasner has found his feet now. Mateta has been a huge part of that, but I think Glasner has found his seating. So I still think that Crystal Palace will win, but it's
no, reality is I would love it for the hilarity of the narrative of Eddie Nketiah that they don't win. But yeah, I do still see Crystal Palace winning.
Yeah, so Crystal Palace winning and Eddie Nketiah to score, man.
Hey, bro, Eddie Nketiah is due for his annual brace, bro. Anyways,
exactly.
He has an annual brace that he scores 2 goals, makes a whole country believe he's ready to play for England again, and then disappears. So wait, Eddie Nketiah is English, isn't he?
I think he plays for Nigeria though. But
no, is he?
He is English, yes.
I don't think he
Yeah,
plays for. I don't think he
like it's
plays for Nigeria.
wait, let me check. Because I know, has he played for England? Wait, let me check. Yeah, he's English footballer actually. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's an English
Just
footballer.
England.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, just England.
and he has played for England.
And yeah, that's just England. Yeah.
He
Okay.
has one cap for England in 2023, after he scored a brace two
Yeah,
game weeks in a
after you
row.
gaslit
Exactly.
people to believe in him. You gaslit us to believe in him. So, yeah.
So yeah, he
Yeah.
is due for his annual brace. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. So I go 2-1 to. I go 2-1 Palace. I go 2-1 Palace.
Yeah, I back at 2-1 Palace.
All right.
Brentford
Cool.
Villa.
Now, like I said in my predictions, Villa have not won. They've drawn a few games. They've lost a few games. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Brentford versus Villa.
I think Brentford win at 2-1.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wolves.
we so crap.
Wolves Everton.
Wait. Wolves Everton. So here's my thing. David Moyes is actually a candidate for manager of the month. Like I have never seen this. I can see why Sir Alex Ferguson called him the chosen one. Man is back. Man has gotten this team. Man has gotten this team from the brink of relegation to ahead of Manchester United, the team that stabbed him in the back like Judas. So I can tell you, I think Everton will win this 2-1.
Yeah, I back you on that. I think Everton. I think Everton.
Even
I don't
even
even
2
think.
0 like
Yeah, I was about to
yeah,
say. I
I
don't
think it's
think.
Acuna. I think because actually even 2-0
Yeah,
because Wolves only started scoring goals when they had Cunha. I think they stopped scoring goals when he got injured. Then they started scoring goals again once he came back.
yeah,
So without Cunha, I think Everton can win this 2-0.
yeah. Tottenham Bournemouth. I say Bournemouth win it. I'm not even gonna
Oh
lie to you.
yeah.
Hey,
No, Tottenham. Yeah, same.
I say Bournemouth win this.
Uh, yeah, they have to. They have to. Tottenham are terrible. Like Tottenham are terrible. I heard Kulusevski's been their best player this season. Got injured and is only going to come back
Bruh,
in April.
I looked at Perisic playing for PSV, bruh,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Hey,
yo,
but
they really let a man go, bruh.
and they still kept Werner. Werner, well, he's not playing because he's injured, but Werner is still around. Werner, no, good save. Uh Onana actually made a save. You'll be never. Oh, thank God. Never. Yeah, okay. So, like you said, yes, Bournemouth win this. Um, I'm trying to think if Everton can score. I mean, Tottenham can score.
Tottenham will score.
Who's gonna score for them? But who? Like Bournemouth's defense is not elite, but hasn't been terrible. Yeah, let's make it 2-1
Yeah.
just for the people. But yeah, Bournemouth win. Bournemouth win. Bournemouth. I can't believe we keep saying this for how the season is. Bournemouth is a better team than Tottenham.
It is.
Like,
They are.
forget. Like, oh my God, Kulusevski's injured or whatever. Bournemouth is just a better team than Tottenham. So
Yeah.
Bournemouth win 2-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Chelsea.
now,
No, Chelsea
oh,
Leicester first. Don't get
okay.
carried away.
No. Me carried away.
Yeah.
Chelsea Leicester. So I'm going again. I'm gonna go 3-2 to Chelsea.
I'm gonna go Leicester 2-1.
No. Mm-mm.
I'm going Leicester 2-1.
Ruud van Nistelrooy has not been what Leicester City have needed. I still think he's a decent manager, but I think what he struggles with is when you're in the Premier League and you're at the bottom, like attacking isn't what's gonna like save you. Like you're gonna need a good defense because you're only going to have like 30% or 35% possession, and it's very hard to attack with 35% possession. So I think that Chelsea struggle because Leicester going to give them the ball and being like, yo, guys, what are you going to do? So, but I still think that Chelsea's class and their $1 billion investment will be too much for the lowly Leicester. So that's
Okay.
my two. I say 3-1 to Chelsea. 3-1 to Chelsea.
Okay, fair enough. And
So
now it brings us on to your game.
yeah, so let's go, guys. Let's wait to see if Sid's gonna lie to you on the game of games, the game that can tear up families and can tear up friendships, a game that could destroy and prove who is the true red. That's not Liverpool. And in Premier League. And it is the old school Wenger versus Ferguson. It is now Arteta versus Amarin. It is a tie forged in glory. Who is going to win the FPL Diamond Dog Derby?
Oh, that's an easy one. That's an easy one. It's an easy one. Arsenal win 3-0.
See, Sid doesn't know how I set this all up to be beautiful and majestic and like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? And then Sid just does me like this. I'm like, I'm actually hurt. Actually, Sid, you know what?
No, okay. If you realistically look at it, right? Let's realistically look at this. Like I'm gonna give you,
What?
I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you real facts. I'm gonna give you real facts here. And when you're looking at the real facts, right? The draw to Forest, the loss to West Ham, draw to Brighton, draw to Everton. I'm just going through the fixtures that have not gone our way. And all those fixtures that have not gone our way, the teams are higher up than United.
That's fair.
Like, and shame, but like, yeah, like you guys.
Okay. Oh no.
You guys
Like,
don't have the
I'm creating a whole
facilities.
thing
You just
for
guys
this
don't.
big man.
You just don't have
No,
the
no, no.
facilities with this big man. Like
Yeah, I successfully watched us draw to Real not Real Betis.
Real Sociedad.
Who did it? Real Sociedad. So I saw us draw to them. Honestly, I
No,
don't
is
agree
it
with you.
Real Soc-
But Man United, yeah, it's Real Sociedad. It is Real Sociedad.
Okay, yeah. Continue.
Yeah, yeah, Real Sociedad. So I agree with you. Man United gonna lose, but I think it's gonna be 1-0. Man United, like the one thing Man United that we have said that they've gotten better at is defending. Like they're not like getting, like I'm not saying they're elites, but out of all the three things, all the four parts of the game, which is goalkeeping, defending, midfield, and striker, like the only thing that they've actually been competent at, not great, but competent at, is defending. So Arsenal have struggled against teams that have been competent at defending. So Arsenal are going to score this game because Man United are the worst team at defending set pieces. The one thing that Arsenal has been able to do, aside from the PSV match, is to be able to score from set pieces in the striker drought. So I definitely think that if there was a time, and if you're looking for an alternative captain pick, Gabriel is around. I'll definitely say that Arsenal will at least score one goal. So Man United lose 1-0. Is my prediction. I wanted to say 0-0, but then I remembered we can't defend the corner for shit. So,
This is all hopium. This is all hopium on your side. Because Arsenal don't
That's
even
how.
have to.
That's
Ar-
exactly how it happened last week. The last time we played each other, that's how it all transpired.
Yeah, and then
I'm
this
just
time round,
rinse and repeat. That's all I'm doing. I'm rinsing and repeating.
and this time
That's all
round,
I'm doing.
and I'm saying it this time round, Arsenal don't even have to worry about their midweek game because they're probably not even going to play half their team for the midweek game for Champions League. So they're not gonna they're not even gonna bother about resting players for this game week. They've had a day or two more than you guys for rest. You guys have just come through a draw with Real Sociedad on a Thursday night, and you're playing on a Sunday evening. My guy, it's late. Like, forget about it. We're not scoring just one goal, bro. We're scoring like 2, 3 goals. And when it happens, it happens. When it flows, it flows. You just gotta let it happen, and it's okay. It's completely okay.
You know, what? I don't need this anymore.
You wanted me to come out and say something with chest. So now I've said it with chest.
It's funny. Oh, it's funny. Now you decide chess. Now this is when you decide to have chess. This is a whole season, no chess. Whole season you have an asthma, bro. You've had no chess, bro. But now you're deciding to have lung capacity to.
I told you last week before we played Forest. We will not lose another game this season, and I'm not lying to you. I said it with chest.
I never said you.
And you just so happened to be at this part of the season. It's not my fault.
I never said we're losing. I never said we're losing. You're losing. I never said you're losing. I'm just a nice, sentimental 1-0, go home, wrap it up, let's go, you know?
Nah, because the problem is with Fergie time in United. That's the problem. So you need to make them feel like there is no more Fergie time. Like even if they get 15 minutes extra time, it's not gonna change anything. It's just you guys are just gonna be kicking a ball around, and hey, I don't know if you guys have the capacity to.
No, we don't.
To just sit and defend a whole game against us. I really don't. Yes, your defense is good, but to play a well-structured, well-organized, low block where you can just defend the whole of the game. I don't know, bruh. I don't know.
I'm not, because I was watching the soccer, and then it's over now, but now they're showing the highlights, and then I'm just seeing Winieri's goal right now because they're showing the PSV highlights. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe he might be onto something. But I'm also seeing PSV's defense just diving all over and sliding around.
PSV's defense did a lot for us. They helped us a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That PSV defense, I don't know. They probably all got a check in the mail saying yeah, hey guys, pack it up. We're going home. This is the end of the season.
They thought it was the Olympics, bro. They're out here diving, bro. They're diving into each other, over each other, they're doing everything but diving in front of the ball. And then the last game week is West Ham versus Newcastle. Yeah, this is going to be a strange game because
is it?
Yeah.
Didn't we do West Ham Newcastle?
Yeah, because we've done Chelsea, Leicester, Spurs, Bournemouth, and then Man United, Arsenal. Then the last one is West Ham, Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is going to be strange because obviously even Lewis Hall got injured and is out for the season. Gordon got suspended, so he's going to miss this game, and he's going to miss the Carabao Cup. So Newcastle don't have any real players to play this game. I think that they're gonna then also, because it's a later game in the game week, they're gonna rest people for the Carabao Cup game. So I actually think that Graham Potter is gonna Expelliarmus these guys and disarm them. And I think West Ham, with Jared Bowen's back at the helm, I think West Ham are gonna win this game 2-1.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think Newcastle have clearly set their priorities on a different light. So I can't. You summarized it well.
Yeah. Alrighty, that's good. So we're both rolling this game week, so there's not much we could add.
My team is exactly the same team as last week.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bench Cunha because he's injured, um, and then. But I am gonna. I don't know. I think I don't know if I want to start Isaac because he might come off the bench or something. I don't know, but I would rather get that 1 point because the other person on my bench is Altnori, which is also probably going to also get 1 point. So, like, which 1 point am I fighting over? At least Isaac has the opportunity to get more than 1 point. So I'm gonna start. I'm actually gonna start Isaac and see what happens. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. But captaincy, I am genuinely, even though I said all of my red arrows have happened from not captaining Salah, I might still go for Palmer. I might just do it one more time. Just one more time. I need to be the one who takes me home. Just take me home. Just take me home, bro.
Yeah, bro.
so,
Let Cole
so
Palmer take you home, bro.
So Palmer, one more time, take me home. But then I might chicken out because it's Southampton. I
Yeah.
might just go for it. um, like if Liverpool had any other fixture, I probably would go for Palmer. But Southampton is easy bank.
Yeah, I back that. I think I'm not going for Palmer. It's just plain and simple.
I'm debating. Right now, it is on Salah.
I'll put this out. Let me put this out there. I'll go for Waneri before I go for Palmer for captaincy this week. That's how. That's how much. How much I don't think Palmer's gonna do as much as what people think he's gonna do.
Yeah, like not being like if you're being serious about FPL, where I'm like, let me go back to actually how I've played FPL through winning. If like, let's go back to seriousness actually, because this is how I got deterred. It makes absolute like we've always said fixtures make no sense. Like
Yeah.
fixtures aren't important. What's important is the player. Like if you thought that, oh my God, Salah's playing this team or Liverpool's playing that team, you would be in trouble. We're like we've never cared who Salah's playing. Why? Because it's Salah. So fixtures are only important for like your Crystal Palaces, your West Hams, like teams that don't have all-star players. That's where fixtures is important. You go for fixturizers. But the best player in the league doesn't need fixtures to be flourishing. He's about to beat the FPL record for most points in a season, and it's only game week 28, and he's only like 30 points or something behind.
Yeah.
It's Salah. If I know that he's going to start, it's Salah, Salah, Salah. Even against someone's double game week, I'll go for Salah some game weeks. But so if I now to go back to serious terms, because I realize I have to go back to serious terms in order to get back to the promised land.
Yeah, I back you, and that's why I say Salah is the better captaincy choice.
Yeah, alrighty. So I think that's everything that we have for this week, guys. So that's been a great episode. Thank you for listening. Remember, my name is Tibbs from the FPL Diamond Dogs.
And my name's Sid.
And remember, we're number one in the field.
And number one in your hearts.
I want not to be quiet.
It's okay, my guy. Tibbs is just scared about United. That's all it is.